Museum for Arts and Crafts in Hamburg was founded in 1877 after the model of the South Kensington Museum, today the Victoria and Albert Museum. So you have an impression it's the same kind of museum like the London Museum. And the first director, Brinkmann, bought in 1885 71 fragments of Uzbek tiles from one mausoleum the reason why it was offered or came into the art market was a serious damage of this mausoleum in Bukhara, and because of an earthquake. And the museum in London and the museum in Hamburg bought the most part of these tiles. And the importance of this complex of tiles is the high quality and the technique of these tiles. They are in relief and glazed. That means to cut into the clay and glaze it is a very time-consuming and expensive technique. And it was used only for a short time. And it was soon replaced by cuerda seca technique and the tile mosaic, which was much not so expensive. And for Germany, I can say this complex of tiles from the Museum of the King Buyan Guli Khan is really unique. There's no other museum that has such a big collection from one building, from one monument in Uzbekistan. The King Buyan Guli Khan was murdered in 1358, and then this mausoleum was constructed, and it was completely covered with tiles inside and outside, and it's really of very high quality.
Well, let me thank our organizers and our host today, and I'd just like to tell you briefly, since I want to follow up and to build on Nora's research, what we'd aim to do in the future. As Nora said, we have a small and significant collection. There are many more stories to tell, and of course more questions that came up since we started to look at these Samanid bowls and so there's 8th to 9th century and Timurid plasterwork from the Buyan Guli Khan, so the 14th century. So many questions came up which of course need greater investigation in terms of art history, archaeology, architecture, but also how these collections actually arrived in Germany, and that is something which we'd like to continue doing, so to research the collection and also to digitize them so that we can make them accessible to larger audiences in Europe, but also in Russia and also in Uzbekistan. Thank you.